How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man?
I love the young people.
Look who decided to return. DenoxSeries. Hector Vera. Denox Advice, Denox Life Vlogs, Luck BXD, Red Diddy on Twitch. He has many names. He goes by many. Xenix Maker. I've been collecting them like Infinity Stones. There's so many. Now correct me if I'm wrong, Hector. I'm a humble guy. I'm willing to admit fault. Didn't you say you were gonna delete your channel and go get help? It's just so amusing to see you back here. But you know what? We roll with the punches, Hector. That's what we do. We roll with the punches. It's not like you've been planning your return since you promised you would delete your channel and go get help and get away from the community where all these allegations began in the first place. Worry not, Hector. We won't be responding to your video here. No. My good buddy Jacob's got that covered. No, we're going to be doing something very differently here. We're going to be covering a little bit of the articles you wrote. Now, we won't be covering them completely. That's for a later date also. We have something else planned, okay? I just felt so ashamed, Hector. I've been keeping you waiting for so long. Inconvenience after inconvenience. I just haven't been able to push the video I want to make out. But it's fine. It's okay. This'll suffice for now.
RP nigga.
Now, Denox gave us a list of reasons as to why he's not an actual pedophile, as opposed to a pretend pedophile, I suppose. I don't really know what the goal here is, but nevertheless, the list is here. And I just want to talk about some of the points that are on this list. But before that, we have to talk about something else. We just have to clear the air here. In the same article, Hector posts a tweet from a user by the name of Pride and Joy. First of all, here is a link so you can check all of the leaked private RP conversations between me and Yume. She was 20 when she did the roleplays, by the way, that she shared on Twitter. Now, I bring this up to show that Hector is a big fan of RPing on throwaway accounts. So anytime he engages with someone, he engages on a throwaway account, which makes it exponentially hard to track the source back to him. When looking at the following message we're going to explore, it's imperative that you keep in mind that Nixie Sakiom is in fact Hector Vera. They're the same person. That is his account. Now that we've got that out of the way, now that Denox has been so generous to confirm that this is in fact his account, and he was the one engaging in these conversations, we can move on to his first point. I am not sexually attracted to any real children, nor do I have any desire to have sex with them. That's disgusting, and why would I do that? To ruin a child's life? It's such a good thing that Hector, a man with a foot fetish, has never fantasized about a real underage girl's feet. Nice to know that. Nice to know Hector's never done that, never will do that. Quite frankly, I'm proud. The man makes me proud. It's just with the cartoon girls, guys. It's not with real women. He doesn't fantasize about real underage women. To classify someone as a pedophile, the definition of a pedophile is the sexual attraction to the prepubescent children, which applies to any child under the age of 13 years old, usually children that has yet to hit puberty, and they are the most vulnerable people that needs to be protected always. So according to DenoxSeries Hector Vera, it doesn't really count unless they're 13 or below, which is a good frame of reference. I'm glad we're clearing that up. I mean, we wouldn't want to make that mistake, right? We wouldn't want to fuck up and call you a pedophile that's attracted to people below 13. By the way, you want to RP as this 13-year-old girl named Kiara? Random, lol. If anything, it's true that I am attracted to middle school, high school, and college anime girls. I'm not reading this shit. No. Bro, what the fuck? I just like the pretend middle schoolers. This whole article is just the biggest red flag. And it fits, right? That's his favorite color. The guy loves red. He loves red, so it makes sense. Yes, I am attracted to girls' feet of all ages. I like to rub and smell them, but I never force it towards anyone. Just some people get creeped out by it. Motherfucker, god damn it. Oh my god, dude. Can you take a fucking hint? I don't care if the foot is 99, I don't care if it's 12, I'll fucking jack off to it, I just don't care. I got no boundaries. I may used to be more of a lolicon for young anime girls, but never a pedophile to real girls. Sure, there are arguments whether if all lolicons are actual pedophiles, and this Dream It Link article I found makes more clarity on the matter. I have a private harem server I would like to invite you. It's mostly an 18+ server, but there are a couple of girls there that are 16 and 17 years old here. So just letting you know beforehand, before I invite you here. It's inactive, but hopefully with you there, maybe you can help me make it more active and befriend some of the girls in the RP harem server there. Let me know. And by the way, the only reason I allow 16 and 17-year-old girls in there is because in many places that's the age of consent, but I never allow anyone younger than those ages in it.
Hector, it doesn't matter what the age of consent is, it's some backwards shithole. You, as a 33-year-old man when this happened, should have known better. This was well after the tour situation, well after you said you would stop, well after you said you would get help, and you didn't. You went back on the grind, you went back on the Discord to hit up minors. After you promised you would stop. You keep saying you want a second chance. You would be on your 4th or 5th chance at this point. You are on so many chances, my dude. You just keep repeating these mistakes. Keep coming back. This is why you needed to leave. This is why you didn't have to come back. You had to remove yourself from the situation and get better. And it's clear you're not trying. It's clear you don't care. And one last thing before I move on, Hector. You're not entitled to the forgiveness of the people you've hurt. The damage has been done. Those people are allowed to be angry for the mistakes you made. And just because you're quote-unquote getting better doesn't mean they're not entitled to still be angry with you. It doesn't mean they're not entitled to still want to be annoyed by your actions. No one's betrayed you because you're a massive fuck-up that can't stop talking to minors to help yourself. Real pedophiles have potential to hurt actual children if they cannot control their desires. Those people need actual help. For me, I never even think about doing actual harm to any real children, besides the fact that a real minor was behind the roleplays we did. But it does not mean I want to go out there and enact what I do in RP, which is mainly safe for work, romance IRL. But I do recognize that it's still wrong to RP with a real minor the way that I did. And that's why I have enough control to recognize what I did and seek help, because it does look bad. Yeah, I would say so, Hector. When you have a 13-year-old girl you had sexually charged conversations with, talking about those sexually charged conversations, telling people that you traumatized her and groomed her, I could see how that might look bad. I don't know why. I could only guess why. In Hector's eyes, emotional and verbal abuse doesn't really count as abuse, I suppose. I like how you start off this bullet point by saying pedophiles have potential to hurt actual children, and they need to seek real help for it. And then you end the same bullet point saying that you need to seek real help for your actions. You also say you have enough control to recognize what you did. Hector, if you had enough control to recognize what you did, Tor would have never exposed you in the first place. You would have never broken your promise after the fact and gone after actual children for these RP scenarios.
Look, Pim, I know it's our job to help this guy and everything, but I think this guy's a lost cause. He's obviously made up his mind. Why don't we just cut our losses and get out of here?
In conclusion, Hector is a pretend pedophile that fantasizes about having sex with pretend children, and sometimes he gets real children to pretend to be the pretend children. Other times he gets adults to pretend to be the pretend children, and he doesn't fantasize about real underage women, except for the fact that he does. I appreciate you for self-reporting, Denox. Those articles, they really speak for themselves. They say more words about you and your likes and the fantasies you engage with actual children than I could have ever said.